In this tutorial, we'll explore how to transform random letters into 3D shapes. As a first step, I'll draw a horizon line across the center of the page, just like before. Then I'll place a vanishing point in the middle of the horizon line. Next, I'll position letters around the page, and I'll use converging lines in the next steps to connect them to the vanishing point, creating the illusion of depth. Let's start with the letter L above the horizon line. This shape has 6 corners. Using a ruler, connect the 3 corners closest to the vanishing point with light converging lines. Make these lines light enough to erase later if needed. The converging lines from the other 3 corners would pass through the shape itself. As mentioned in previous tutorials, we only need to draw the converging lines from the visible corners. So you don't need to draw any converging line for those corners. Remember that the parallel lines should be drawn within the converging lines. They should not extend beyond those guidelines. Since these are the 2 edges of our shape, I'll erase the portion of the converging lines that are no longer needed. Next, let's work on the letter F on the horizon line. As we did before, first connect the 2 closest corners to the vanishing point. Now let's determine which other corners need converging lines connected to the vanishing point. This corner goes through the shape, so we don't need to draw its converging line. However, this corner doesn't pass through the shape, so connect it to the vanishing point. Next, notice that these 2 corners are aligned with the horizon line, so they don't need converging lines as well. And lastly, the 3 corners at the bottom of the shape all require converging lines that would pass through the shape, so we don't need to draw them. For the next step, line up your ruler to draw the parallel lines. On this letter, this edge is the only side that needs a parallel line. Now there are a few lines we need to erase. I'll erase the converging lines as well as this line. This area is where the horizon line intersects the shape. The horizon line should appear behind the objects. I'll also erase this line. After reconsidering, I'm going to adjust the placement of my parallel line and draw it closer to the shape. This adjustment is completely optional. I just don't want the lines to overlap with the letter J. Finally, I'll redraw any lines that were accidentally erased. Next, let's move on to the letter J, and I should mention that this one's a bit tricky. As always, we connect any corner that can be directly connected to the vanishing point. For the width of this letter, I'm going to limit the depth to this point, keeping it relatively shallow. The next parallel line to draw is this vertical side. Now I'll draw the curved portion using my intuition, carefully observing the original curve and replicating it here. Connecting that curve to the lower part of the letter J helps me determine the width of this corner. So approximately here is where I place my next parallel line. Finally, I'll erase any guidelines that are no longer needed. So we're done with the letter J. Next is the letter A. First, I'll connect these 2 closest corners to the vanishing point. These next 2 corners and this one are blocked by the shape itself. However, this corner isn't blocked, so I can connect it to the vanishing point with a converging line. And these are my next corners that will be connected to the vanishing point with converging lines. The remaining corners are blocked by the shape to reach the vanishing point. Next, I'll line up my ruler to draw my parallel line for this corner. And I'll do the same for the other side. Then I'll erase any unnecessary guidelines and redraw those outlines that were erased while removing the guidelines. I'll follow the same steps for the letter V. Basically, the process involves first identifying the closest corners to the vanishing point. Then draw converging lines from those corners. Next, determine which other corners have a clear path to the vanishing point without being blocked by the shape itself. If there's a path to the vanishing point from the corner, try to draw it as much as possible. If there's nothing obstructing the path, you need to draw that converging line. After identifying the correct corners, the remaining steps are relatively straightforward. Simply align your ruler to duplicate that side and draw it to your desired depth, making the shape either shallow or deep. You can draw the parallel line closer to the shape or further back near the vanishing point to create a wider, deeper shape. This is something you'll become more skilled at with practice and careful observation. After this step, you'll need to erase your guidelines to reveal the finished 3D shape in perspective. While those lines were crucial for creating the shape, they're no longer needed and now only clutter the image. The last step for each shape is to redraw the main outlines that were accidentally erased in the previous step. This will give your shape a more polished and defined look in the end. Now we're at the final letter O. I'll ignore the letter V for now and focus only on the O connecting the line to its furthest edge. I'll use my ruler to connect the vanishing point to the outermost edge of this letter, similar to what we did for the circles in the previous tutorials on drawing shapes in perspective. I'll repeat this process for the upper edge, connecting the vanishing point to the furthest visible point. For the next step, I'll duplicate this edge, simply drawing a curve similar to the one I observe here. For the oval inside this letter, I'll again draw two converging lines connecting them to the vanishing point. However, for duplicating this shape, I'll do the opposite of what I did for the larger oval. With the larger oval, I duplicated the right side, but for this smaller one, I'll duplicate the left side of the oval. Now I'll erase the guidelines since they're no longer needed. Also, because these two letters V and O overlap, I need to decide which one I want in the foreground. In this case, I can erase this part of the letter O and position it behind the letter V. Lastly, I'll refine my main outlines and a stroke to give my 3D letters in perspective a more polished and finished look. Thank you for following this tutorial. I'm glad you made it this far. I hope this tutorial was helpful and easy to follow. Until next time, and happy drawing!